Check one, check two, check three. It is time to get the party started. How you doing? How you doing, Miss Bella?
Hello, Mr. Know-it-all. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, it's time to get this show started.
It's time to get it
We
started.
this gonna be a funny show, but a very serious topic.
It's the truth.
It might be epic. It might be epic. People gonna be like, "Wow!"
Hey, we calling all step parents. All step parents
That's
join
everybody. Ain't
tonight. Share and share alike. We
it?
need all the step parents' opinion.
Everybody done been a step parent.
Right. Okay. A lot of people have.
I think everybody done been a step parent.
You think so?
I think everybody.
Hi, Miss Kimberly Belial.
I think everybody done been a step parent. Boy, I tell you the truth. It's gonna be something else.
Oh,
This is how they say. This is one of them shows. One of them shows, and I can't wait to get into it
let's do it.
because first rule of the game. This is Mr. Know It All, and I'm here with Miss Bella, and we here on Hood Talk, and I just want to know how hard is it to be a stepdad? Oh,
Mm.
it just that's one of them things, there, boy. Ow! Shouts out to all 300 of my stepchildren out there in Facebook world.
Woo. I bet you got a lot of children.
What's up now, man? We gonna get it started now. Well, you go ahead. I need you to just throw out something because this gonna go.
Okay.
This
Hi, Naomi Gilson. First off, the subject tonight is how hard is it to be a step dad? So this can fall in the category of a stepdad or a step parent, lady or man. So are the stepdads required to do too much? Are we requiring too much from the stepdads if we have one? Are you ready to get started?
ah, this
We here
gonna
to hear about all your experiences with
this
all
gonna
3,000 of
this
your children.
this gonna be a doozy.
A doozy doozy.
This gonna be a doozy. I got to start. I can't stop. It's gonna
Okay,
be.
well, first off, when we talk about a step parents, is normally the person that's normally it says they're married, but nowadays you have step parents that are stepping in that are just dating the person, and it's not their biological parent. They're being the male spouse or the male role model for the female and her children,
Mm, right,
right? So hey, we're here to
right.
discuss and find out what authority does stepdads have, and are we requiring them to do so much? Is it hard for all of this?
He
We here to
has
talk about it.
he has absolutely no authority.
No authority at
He's
all.
coming in. He's coming in with no authority. See, let me tell you something. When I was coming up back in the day, we had a little authority because ladies were different and everything was different. But see, these days, kids got cell phones. You ain't even got look, they ain't got to wait and tell mama. They can call straight to daddy. Daddy be over there in 5 foot 3 seconds, ready to kill everybody in the house. His
Dr.
heart
J.
is opting out of stepdaddy ish because it's dangerous. It's
So
dangerous.
it's dangerous to be a stepdad these
It's
days.
dangerous. It used to didn't be this dangerous. But with all these fully auto weapons with 30 round clips and the handguns, this a whole new different stepdaddy. And then he emotional. He ain't nobody gonna put their hands on my child, touch
Right.
my child. I'm gonna shoot the whole world up. And I'm telling you, man, it ain't
Right.
gonna happen. Look. She said back in the day it was called a package deal. Back in the day.
Right.
These days it's called a bad deal.
Well, some situations. We're not knocking all of them.
Yeah, let me tell you something. You got to catch them kids young, babies. You got to catch them babies. You got to catch. If you are gonna be a stepdaddy these days, you got to catch them babies in Pampers. If you
Mm.
don't catch them children in Pampers, they already don't like you. They already looking at you sideways. They already got a Facebook page at 3. I'm just telling you that
Oh,
they are
Lord.
different. It's a whole different. It's a
Well,
whole.
men who get with women with children, they take a role that, many could possibly be prepared for. So stepdaddyship isn't something that you can always say, I'm ready for this.
Oh, ain't nobody. Listen, you can say you ready to be a stepdaddy until you meet the real daddy.
Well, no, when you become a stepdad, most of the times the biological father, okay, we understand they're not together.
No,
So
no,
you
no,
come in
no, no,
this, you have good intentions to be the man of the household,
no. Watch
right?
this. Watch this. No, 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 no. You don't know the stepdaddy. See, when you meet the woman, you know her. You seen the kids. You ain't met the real daddy yet.
But still you're missing the
Like
point
my boy said,
regarding.
like Jason said, them is facts. You ain't met the real daddy yet.
But that has nothing to do with it. If it's something that you're interested in this person and you're willing to have good intentions to be the man of this household, you know, that's what you do. You
Uh,
don't go in immediately worrying about who your baby daddy is. A
hold
lot of people don't do that.
Hold on, hold. You naive. See, that's a woman looking at it. Let me tell you something. If that man ain't thinking about who is the baby dad, let me tell you, before he get in a relationship with her, he is already going through pictures. He is trying to find out who is the baby daddy, the one or the two or what, however many he dealing with, and how they look, how tall they is, how crazy they is, how many times they been in jail, is they still in jail, is they finna get out. He got to know all this information.
Okay. So do you think all men do that?
No, because some men don't even think about they be in la la land like you. They be like la 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 la. I'm
What do
not
you
worried
mean
about
la
who
la
it
land
is.
like me?
And
What does that mean? That's crazy. Don't start there. Don't start.
look. He needs to know. Look, did you hear that? He needs to know that up front. He need to get the whole look. He need to get the whole layout. You need to tell him how many times he been to the penitentiary and everything. You need to let him know what kind of man he dealing with from the door. Because let me tell you something. Every man ain't to be played with.
Play with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because guess what?
Listen, you taking it on the stance that this baby dad or this
Might be
he
crazy.
still controls the house. If
Hold
this
on.
is her house, I understand this. These are his children. You
Okay.
understand this. If you're in the child's life, you understand that we are not together. So if we're not together, then okay. You get to know the female, then you'll know who her baby dad is if you be a part of her life and the children. There is gonna be a time where you meet. But if there's a situation, if baby dad is still coming in and out that door, that makes it a whole different level. That's when the problem arises.
Let
And
me
that
tell you.
has nothing to be with naive. You gotta get to know the person.
Let me tell you something.
You gotta know who you
Let me,
fooling with.
let me tell you best words that a stepdaddy ever hears. He hears, oh, um, he'll hear, um, oh my baby daddy, I ain't seen him in 3, 4 years. That's the best thing that a man that's coming in that's finna deal with a child. That's the best thing he wanna hear is she don't mess with him. He don't come around. He don't have nothing to do with her. That's his favorite lines that he hear. Because let me tell you something. The worst situation you can step in is something that you don't know nothing about. Because guess what? She gonna downgrade it like you said. I mean, she gonna, oh, it ain't because let me tell you something. He ain't got to be from the he ain't got to be from the streets or nothing to come over there and kill you. It don't take but one lie for that child to say something to get him to come over there and kill you.
Mm.
If you mess around, if he mess around and say one wrong thing, it might be your last one of them children say one thing wrong. It might be your last day on earth.
Okay, so I'm asking you. So if you get with a female with children, it's better
Uh,
to get with a female that doesn't deal with her children father at all.
most time. But guess what? You got to be, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how women size up men, and this gonna be crazy. They size up men saying, hmm, I think he crazier than my baby daddy. That's how they size up men. When they look how women get in a lot of dysfunctional relationships, they know they can't get a regular 9 to 5 just working man to come up and they got to get somebody that's almost a step just about as dangerous or more dangerous than they baby daddy. That's what they looking at.
Okay, from your world, okay. Everybody got to be dangerous. Hey, okay, whatever you
No,
say.
I'm just saying, like
But
you
people
got
have morals. There are guys out here with morals, and they will not be identified as just being dangerous. How
right.
about men that are respected? It's a difference between being respected and being dangerous. What's dangerous? What make you dangerous? Because you can shoot and you can fight? Is that what make you dangerous? So I'm saying respected as a man. If you're respected as a man, then you wouldn't have no problems.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, if you shoot and you can fight, that do make you dangerous. I don't know why you don't think that make nobody dangerous.
No, I'm trying to get an understanding from your
Oh, okay.
perspective. That's what
No,
I'm
I'm
doing.
saying
I'm asking
that's
you.
a part. That's a part of being dangerous. Shooting and fighting is a part
Okay.
of being
Well,
dangerous.
that's fine. If that's what you identify,
Like if said,
dangerous as,
let
and
me
that
tell you,
doesn't make you a man because you can shoot
I'm
and
gonna
you
tell
can
you
fight.
another thing that he says that he listened to where
Mm-hmm.
he work at. If you say he work at the post office, a real good job like that, he feel a little more comfortable coming in this situation, and then he be like, "Oh, he ain't got no job." If he hear baby dad ain't got no job, or baby daddy in the streets or something like that, oh man, he probably don't even want to deal with it. He know where it's going.
Okay. I can understand.
It's rough in the swag. It's rough in the swag. What Kim says? She said, "Better I'll wait till your kid." That's mostly what a lot of ladies do, and then they be out the whack of even knowing how to deal with a man because they might have children and they try to wait till their children get 21 and out the house before they start trying to interact back with having a boyfriend or girlfriend again, and they kind of out of whack on the what's the name, and that's you know but it's
Well,
like
by the time you wait till your children are grown, then you may be settled into your settled ways. If
right.
you want the company of a man by that time.
No, you might want the company, but you don't know how to deal with a man. A lot of women out there don't know how to talk to a man, don't know how to deal with a man, or nothing like this here because they ain't really they've been living this life of not having a man around for a while. And once you live in a space like that, it's hard for you. It's like anything. It's just like if you play tennis every day and you stop for 3 years. You just can't jump out there and start running around playing tennis again like you would 3 years ago.
Hmm.
And that's the same thing with a relationship. Everybody think that they can jump in a relationship when they get ready. Even though things changing every day, social media, like I said, it's 3, 4 years old with phones. When I look at TikTok and I look at a lot of things, how often do you see stepdaddies in the TikTok videos?
I don't unless they identify them. We don't know.
Most time when we be seeing them men with their kids, they be acting like that's their mama, they the kids, or the baby daddy, and she got 3, 4 kids by him, and he in there. You barely see the stepdaddy, in there with the kids, and they all, like this here. It's rough. Being a
Mhm.
stepdaddy is rough. It is not. It is not a, picnic.
Mm.
It is not a picnic.
So, what do you think about when you shouldn't have any expectation to be the disciplinary of the family?
You said say it again.
Being the disciplinary of the family as a stepfather. What do you have to say about that? Disciplining the children.
What discipline? You can't put your hands on no child these days. They barely want the mama and the real mama and daddy putting their hands on the child. You think they gonna allow a step father to put their hands on the child? No,
Mhm.
not in this era. That's do not
Well,
happen.
in some issues, once the stepfather has been around for a while, he built a level of trust and love and care for the children. That puts
Still
it at
can't
a
put,
different level.
he still can't put his hand on.
Well, that ain't the only way to discipline somebody. You have
Okay, what
consequences
what
of rules for
what
the house.
if now I'm gonna tell you just like this here. If somebody know that it's just like ladies out here. If somebody know you ain't gonna put your hands on them, what makes them gonna stop doing what they doing? If they have no fear of you putting your hands on them, showing any kind of fear, what gonna stop them from doing what they doing?
Well, I'm saying, like, if you are a person, you're a strong willed person, and you come into this child's life, you build a relationship with the child as you do the mother. If that's something you want to do and you do it. So you telling me you can't go and tell this child, keep your room clean,
Yeah, you can do
clean the
that.
dishes, take the trash out. You saying that would be a problem, that isn't something that
I
you
did
can
this.
stand the rules.
I did this. How old is he right now, D? See, all this matter. The age matter and all this. If a child been knowing you since he was a baby, 4, 5, 6, I say up to about 10. A child, no, I ain't gonna even say 10 because I knew a little dude down the street from me and he was 7 years old and he was something else. So I'm gonna say 5. Anything above 5 is a whole different ball game.
But listen, I know somebody personally,
Mhm.
had a dude in their life, came into life, the child was probably about 12, 11, going on 12, something like that.
Uh-huh.
Came in, develop a relationship with the child. There are some things that he could tell the child and he'll do. But the only thing the child felt they had their own swag. They didn't want them to tell them don't wear this color shoe or don't wear this color shirt, because it was pink. But it had to be taught to that child because if the mother is buying pink, for the breast cancer month or whatever, the child wear it.
But
So when the man step in and explain to the young fella why, it's no problem to develop change, but you have to learn to develop a relationship with that child if you're going to be a part of their life, saying
look,
step anything.
look what Kimberly said. That joke got to be a toddler. I'm telling you that once a child know how to dial, yeah, the life changes. Let me tell you something. If you meet a child and he's 5 years old, he walking around with a cell phone in his hand, don't even speak to the mom. Just keep on going. Just go on, just keep going. Because this is not the family that you want to be interacting with. Because they all gonna be calling somebody on you. Grandmama, daddy, popo, man, you got too much. It's too much. It's too much stuff against you. I mean, it's just too much stuff against you. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, like, and this is gonna be funny. Let me tell you something. Men are just like women when it come to seeing a lady with children in the car. Like she got 2, 3 children, they jumping all across the seat and this and that. It don't matter if she half naked. She pull up beside him, he gonna be looking straight like this here. He ain't gonna even look over there. He gonna be like, you know what? Ain't gonna do
Well, a
it.
lot of times when you meet these people, you meet them outside of their time with their children. So hey, you gotta go to the house eventually. Those weekend nights gonna stop if there's somebody you're interested in. When they're gone, you're gonna stop being there. You're gonna have to go while they're there. You're gonna have to get to know the children. It'll let you know if this is a relationship that I'm willing to work on.
I got
To
I
be
got cousins and friends, and some of them ain't look. They ain't gonna they gonna go over there when the children sleep. They I'm telling you, it done got so bad that that they gonna wait till the children go to sleep. They gonna tell you they gonna be like, is they still woke? I mean,
but you're missing the point. I
go ahead,
understand. You can
go
go
ahead.
there while the children sleep, da da da. But I'm
Uh-huh.
saying eventually you're gonna have to meet these children. So then where will you go from there? If these are some irate children, how what do you do? What's your next step?
You run. You
Okay.
run. You
Okay.
just you run and you don't turn around. Hey, look. Hey, look, I'm telling you, like kids these days are super bad. I'm gonna tell you, these days it's more even the kids kind of understand what a stepdaddy is, and they understand that that's mama friend. And I just I stay when mama here, I stay over here, this and that, because mama gonna be the one hollering across the room, telling them stay in the room, or do this or do that. It still ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be good. It ain't gonna be good like that. I mean, like
No,
most,
because you're gonna hear the first words of them saying, "You ain't my daddy." Time you
or they
try to
or they
discipline.
used to their dad. Look, 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 or they used to their dad is still coming over. They mess around and tell on mama. She had to go outside and sit in the car with you.
Right. So you won't see my mama be sitting outside with her friend. Kids be looking.
I'm telling you now. I'm telling you, you see that? Now I'm saying you need to run, run, run. I'm telling you now, it's just not nice. It ain't gonna be nice. I mean, we can play like it can be nice, but I ain't seen it yet.
Mm. You haven't seen what?
I haven't seen I haven't seen where it's nice at. You know where it's really nice.
Explain to me what you're talking about.
No, I'm saying like where say being a stepdaddy now is way different than it was when I came up. Stepdaddies was in then. You know what I'm saying? Stepdaddies came over there and got the whole house right. Sit down, boy. Get over there. Blah blah blah. Mow that yard. Blah 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 blah. Blah. Man, now stepdaddy going coming over there. Stepdaddy got the motor yard. They want stepdaddy to clean up. They want stepdaddy to cook. I mean,
Because the moral of raising our children has changed. You know, if you teach your children to respect adults, period, having a stepdaddy shouldn't be a problem for them to fall in line.
you
But
think
if
that's
you have one that you allow them to talk back and allow them to have their opinion about everything, oh yes, they're gonna have an opinion about the man you choose to be with.
do you
And
think
immediately they're gonna not like them because they probably want their parents back together or wish their parents would have stayed together. So
okay, do you think women are training their kids to respect stepdaddies?
some women are. I wouldn't say that all women aren't.
What you think the percentage is?
I wouldn't know. I
Oh, I'm
wouldn't.
gonna ask you this question. And this a serious question. How many mothers are allowing a stepdaddy to come in and discipline and actually whoop their child?
Probably very few.
Out of out of 30, how many you think let a man whoop their child?
Probably two.
So how can he discipline if he can't put his hands on?
There are other ways for disciplinary.
Not when I was growing up.
Okay, well, you ask now, and that's what we're doing. I
Look, when
understand. Coming up, things were so different.
you
Like
tell
you
them
said,
go look,
daddies, they were like a daddy. They
you
did
tell
more for the kids than the dad did.
you tell them go to the room, they got their PlayStation in the room. They want to be in their room. They like, I don't want to be out here with y'all no way. I'm just saying though,
Mm.
what I I wonder what do what is a plus being a stepdad?
Being in the child's life, that's what makes you a stepdad. The children makes you considered a stepdad.
No, I
Sometimes,
want you to
listen, I'm saying like stepdaddies sometimes be there for the kids more than their father, their biological father.
no, I
So
said what's the plus for the stepdad?
that's what I'm saying. The plus for the stepdad, you gaining children, somebody to love, like a son to me, like a daughter to me.
And just like that little thing strolling down there, what happened when the baby daddy shows up?
For
It
what?
call that your child when the baby daddy show up. You say you gaining children. Say that's your child. Say, son, come here in front of the real daddy and see what happens. I'm
Okay, I've
just
seen it
saying,
happen. I've seen it happen.
huh?
I've seen it happen. But you know, a lot of
Well,
times the
I mean,
children kind of keep down confusion or try to keep confusion down when the dad is around. You know, may call him Pop or Padre or something like that. You wouldn't just say daddy in front of his dad to make him feel some type of way. There are children that understand the difference.
look at. She said her youngest didn't get whipped, but he got punished by him taking his phone. Oh, oh my. Oh, I'm sure it just hurt his heart. Oh, he took my phone.
Oh, you don't think that hurt children?
Uh,
I've seen it where
back
guys
when I
take
came up,
away the
we ain't even
PlayStation.
look. Back when I came up, we ain't even have phones.
Okay, well, you keep talking about when you came up. We talking about now. Like now, there are guys I've seen it. Take away the PlayStation. You can't go outside. You can't go here this weekend. You can't go to the theater.
Guess what that child?
There are disciplinary ways other than hitting the child.
He'll go to the computer, make a phone call through the computer, and he'll go play the game on the computer after you take his game out the room.
Also, they have phones and computers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these children got more than any people. He said he cried and had a fit. But hey, like I said, ain't nothing like a butt whooping. That's why these kids so like they is now.
Mm.
Ain't nothing like a butt whooping.
Do you
These
think people still whip their children?
yeah, people still whip. I know, I know. Some of my partners still whip their children, but guess what? They the daddy.
Mm.
they in the house with their child. See, a lot of that, like even I'm gonna tell you this. Even when I was coming up, even when I talked to uh, like when my baby mom actually got married to somebody, I I know I was like I know you gonna have to discipline her or whatever whoop de whoop whoop, but he still didn't whoop her because she was at an age that 13, 14 years, you know what I'm saying, that age that she could really kind of scream, challenge, and my dad and my dad and my daddy. So I still would have to go over there to straighten her out.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm
And
saying?
then I would think that would be good if he allowed you to discipline the child because I'm sure she rebelled and saying like, "Oh, my daddy will do this," or you know how kids are. My dad will do that, and like they're
But
great in some areas.
but halftime didn't happen like that because like by the time I made it over there, I don't know what's going on. And I ain't gonna just whoop no child just for this. I mean, like, you want me to take the child with me? I take the child with me. You know what I'm saying? For a day or so or whatever, whatever. But I mean it don't work like that. You just can't come over there and just whoop a child. You don't know what's going on. Cause halftime he was halfway paranoid or whatever. He left a couple times, and I don't know who to believe when he leaving. You know what I'm saying?
Because they trying to keep down confusion. Your
Yeah,
child probably was bringing confusion, but
right.
hey, it's your child. You gonna see what's up and protect her first. And to keep down confusion, I don't blame. I would have left too.
I said that. Hold on. Hold on. Read that.
They
They,
said that the parents can't beat them, but they didn't say grandma can't beat them. The children.
I've never heard of that rule. They probably just ain't gonna come get grandma because who put grandmas in jail? What they do that at? When the
But that's
last time
what
you
she's
seen
saying.
a 70-year-old grandma get put in jail for beating a child?
But that's what she's saying. The parents can't
She
do it.
probably said,
Grandma can.
I grew up in the era. Look, I grew up. She under the grandfather law, grandfather grandmama law. She don't have to go by the rules that they done made up now.
Hmm. Yep. Because the kids are still struggling, with wishing their biological father and their mother or dad were still together. So they still struggling with that. I wish my parents stayed together. I wish they get back together. Because some people just have that instinct that feel like their parents belong together. But
Yeah.
nowadays, it's getting more stray and stray where people don't consider that or even think about it. They understand
Even
my
the
mama
kids,
lived here, my daddy lived there. I
even the
go to my
kids,
daddy house certain
yeah,
times. I get my mom house certain times.
kids don't even care. Pop and mama ain't never stayed together, so they don't even care. Ever, mama and papa ain't never stayed together, so they don't care nothing about it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They be like, I'm going on my daddy house. Yeah, that's what they doing. I'm going. Let me call my dad. I'm going on my daddy house. I mean, it's some different kids, man. You talk to kids. Kids are grown.
Yep.
Kids
Yep.
are straight up grown. You talk to a kid, you talking to somebody.
Mm-hmm. Just like that.
I I just can't see. I wonder how can you. I mean, what's what can you do these days? I mean, um, like I said, kids don't respect you. I mean, like if the kids don't respect you and be like, "You not my daddy," you can't put your hands on me. You can't touch him like this. And then these days, mama ain't gonna let you touch him.
Mm-hmm.
And then don't let them get, like you said, over 6, 7 years old. You definitely can't put your, and then you can't put your hands on them when they're young. You can't put on it because now he too young. Then when he gets 7, 8, 9, you know what I'm saying? He gonna call his daddy. He talking, oh, he ready to tell the school people and everything. He gonna have social workers at your house and everything. Some strange man, my mama don't even know, put his hands on me.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, man, it's rough.
But when it comes to the stepkids, you can't take it personally when they act out. At some point you're gonna feel like they rallying against you. What if you do something better than their dad, or what if they feel like you hate their dad, or how they act when they come back from being with their dad because they feel like it's some type of loyalty bind. So they really think about, I just left my dad, now how I'm gonna act with this man and he live here with us.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, it's something else now. It's a whole different beast though.
Yeah, these kids act out when if you end up marrying that person, oh, the fantasy of their parents being back together, they know it's over with. So they
Yeah.
start the turbulence. They become defiant, be talking back and not adhering to your rules.
What rules? They don't care nothing about you.
I'm saying you getting married, so it's a different rule. It's rules now. You have a higher thing than just being stepdad. Y'all married. This your
Okay,
commitment. This your place. You the head of this
I'm
household.
gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. How old the child one more time?
It doesn't matter. It
Oh, it
changes
matter.
the rule.
Oh, it matter.
You tell me if you know what age. Just advise to
Okay.
me because
I'm gonna
you
do
had
this. I'm gonna do
stepdaddy
this.
shit.
I'm gonna do this. Anything over 12 might cost you your life
Okay.
because a 12-year-old know how to go find guns and know how to stab you with a knife or wait till you go to sleep. Or I mean, they play video games and playing Fortnite and all that. They'll come over the couch on you.
Mm.
I mean, it's a different world. Think about it. How old was that boy was that shot up the school in Pearl?
He
I
had to
think he
be
wasn't no
at
more than what?
16 or 17, something like that. The Luke Woodham guy.
Yeah.
Mm.
So just think about that. I mean, that's them already knowing how to shoot semi-automatics. They've been shooting little pistols.
But think, where did he get that gun from?
That's what I'm telling you. And then guess what? Got knives all around the house. You got knives and weapons all around the house. You watch YouTube videos. Everybody got a gun. Everybody land. I seen child picked up a lady gun on a YouTube video the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and I said to myself, I was like, "Wow!" On YouTube. You know what I'm saying? She was dancing. She had went live and she was dancing in front of the camera. And the child behind her and had picked up her gun and was playing with the gun. Somebody ran over there and grabbed the gun out the child hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, this thing getting raw.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Well, I guess, you've been in situations where you've seen the rough side of it. I guess I'm pretty much of a positive person. I try to maintain that role a lot of times in things that I do. But, I try to consider people that I meet, in generally, because I'm not just meeting this person just for me. This
Uh,
will be somebody that will have an effect on my child's life. So if you got these bad role models yourself and you're this type of ruggish person, you have to think about something else, for your child's sake. So it can't just be about you.
mm.
Hey, Kimbella.
Yeah. I mean, you right. But who is it gonna be about? Because I know these kids is like they different. I mean, they will tell you like it's kids at 7, 6, 7 years old that'll tell you I kill you.
Because that's what they've been instilled. They
That-
teach them how to be tough early.
telling you now, I done heard little kids. I'm talking about look. I done seen a little kid put a look on me, made me say, "What the? What the?" I'm looking around and looking for his
That
little
you like, you
posse.
better go play.
I'm looking for his little posse or something. Oh, look at this little dude ready to start something. I mean, and they stand their ground too. I mean,
Mhm.
think about it. You watch TikTok videos and everything where little kids running up slapping folks and all kind of stuff. And you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
TikTok videos and this and that. Ain't nobody, ain't women that got time for no man and they got TikTok.
That what you gonna say?
Women ain't got time for no man no more. It's
Well,
over with.
that's not the real issue.
You must be on YouTube or something because your thing, bitch. I'm gonna do like Kevin Samuels be saying. Be like, you need to close your YouTube thing down because
I don't have YouTube open. I
seems
don't have
like your
YouTube.
did you see your internet swerving a little bit? Bob?
No, that was yours. It was doing that earlier.
Okay, I'm watching.
Good. Watch on, brother.
I'm watching. Sound like it's all right. Seems like it don't never show up on the thing though, so we must be doing all right. We doing all right.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I'm good.
Yep.
Is it?
Biff said because they have no kind of home training. That's what I said earlier. I said if you don't train these kids to respect adults, period, they not gonna respect nobody in your life. Whether it's gonna be a stepdad, a friend, some of these kids will curse you out and have no remorse,
Yeah,
and parents think it's funny.
yeah.
They don't teach them how to respect people anymore.
They
They'll
don't.
you can
I
smoke and
mean,
drink around you like it's nothing, like it's okay. You 15 years old, you around here smoking cigarettes and drinking.
they'll try
People,
you.
you used to
They'll
hide stuff
try
like that
you.
from parents. Now
And you know
people
what?
do it with their kids.
And look, and let me tell you how raw it is. See, you can get into it with a little 9, 8, 9 year old, 10-year-old boy. He'll go down the street and get his posse. Come back to the house. What you say? You better get out of my mama house. He'll wait till mama run to the store. Yeah, what you say, homie?
It's some kids that
I
do
done,
try to go for roughness.
yeah, I done seen kids jump on stepdaddy,
Mm-mm.
on YouTube, all that. I'll be like, ooh,
I'm telling you, it's how the children are raised. It has a lot to do with it. How
and,
they're raised. If we're not raised to be,
and just like we said under there, a stepdaddy got it bad because the lady she gonna choose her child over you every time.
majority of the time, yes.
Majority of the time, she gonna
Because their instinct is to protect my child. But
right.
when your child is wrong, the child have to be wrong. And that comes from morals. Morals that you were taught. And there are things that people don't even think about anymore. Morals, that's not anything people consider.
Mm,
You
I
know,
hate.
because it's some stepchildren, they'll be so unappreciative for everything you do for them. Now, your daddy wasn't buying you shoes and clothes, but I came in here, I'm helping getting you shoes and clothes. You don't appreciate it.
Right.
You know, they don't appreciate things. They don't appreciate you help them not to be a street person, that you guided them into being a business person or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because kids, they can be very disrespectful, you know.
worse. Worse. It it then got to the point that stepdad is really irrelevant. I never had when the last time you heard of a stepdad actually, you know, you actually have to be you got to have some beast up in you to be a stepdaddy. You actually got to be you have to be kind of like you got to be a little old school. The young the young new ones they don't deal with it.
Hmm.
I don't think the younger generation kind of deal with with other people see it, and that's probably why the dude Kevin Samuels show is running so hard off the mug because we sometimes think we can men are the same as in back in the day.
Hmm.
As women grow and change and become different, men grow and change and become different too. And it's a lot of things that men won't stand for that they used to stand for. If a man in a bad situation and it's not good for him, he just leave.
Hmm.
And people don't want the man to do that. They don't want him to do that
Hmm.
because he gonna walk.
In some situations, there are so many guys now that are jellyback. Women tell them what to do, tell them to shut up. They yell at the man like they yell at the kids.
Guess
So if
what
you
though?
got that hard woman, then hey, you have to deal with a lot more than just worried about being a stepdad.
Guess what? I'm finna throw some game out there that you gonna say, oh, I never thought about it like that.
Let me hear.
But guess what you get? You getting a man raised in this day of age, raised around a mama that fussed at him and talked crazy to him that he kind of ignored and got used to her, toning her out. And he goes in there, he get a girlfriend, she doing the same thing. He get to the point he learned how to tone her out too. So it's nothing to him. Everything she's saying, la la la, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's nothing to him because he been going through it all his life. If his mama screaming and fussing at him and talking to him a certain kind of way, and he done learned how to deal with that, you think he can't learn how to deal with you?
Right. But what do you think about the ones like you have these guys? They pretty strong and rough, rah rah type of guys. You know, you're a stepdad to some of these children. The children respect you, but the mama don't. She respect you enough, but she talk crazy to you around people and all of this. How do you handle that? But the children respect you. So is that something you still stay in?
Well, what it is sometimes the lady have the problem because a lot of times with that she she's so used to talking a certain kind of way she don't even understand how disrespectful she being
Mm-hmm.
because it's just coming natural. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't nothing that she just trying. It just ladies then got so disrespectful towards men now that it just natural. It's nothing that she's just trying to do. It just coming natural.
Mm-hmm.
We be sitting up there thinking that you know we be thinking that um we be thinking that ladies um um have a lot of respect for men. I hear all the time. Like even I put up a post today, and and I was hearing women say, "I'm gonna give him the same energy that he giving me." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it will work if we was the same type people. But seeing two different people, it don't even hit the same. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, it's different people. It's different stroke for different folks, but it's totally different people.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
it
what
just
I'm
yeah, it just rough. It's just rough in its whack, man. And we just I mean a lot of times we don't even understand how bad it is. You don't understand how bad it is till you understand how bad it is. You be
saying. Ain't
like
that true?
is it really that bad? And it is. It's just that bad that we don't even understand that a lot of kids just don't care. I
They not
mean,
taught to care.
yeah,
They not taught to care. You got a parent. Most children do um, mimic their parents. Being around a person like if I had a daughter, she been around me, some of
mhm,
my habits, she'll start picking them up. Just
right,
like I've seen my niece, she pick up her mom habits. She
mhm,
like hair, she like shoes, she like purses. She started wearing heels when she was 16. She can't not go without matching her heels and her purse and her shades. She's picked up those things that her mom did, and it started becoming a part of her. She
right,
even speak like her. So when we're setting examples, because I know like some guys, they be emotional as their mother was. Your mother cried all the time and said these sad things. The child end up saying the same thing, whether it's a boy or girl. So we have to be careful of the things we do because these are role models that we are accepting for our children, and they are taking upon these things themselves.
I agree. I agree.
But I'm saying, like, if you want to be a stepdad, and if it's somebody you're willing to work on in a relationship, and you know that you can work with this person and work with their child, I don't think nothing's wrong with it. But don't live in no fantasy world thinking that you're going to be like the daddy. In a lot
Right,
of relationship, you will not be like the daddy. It just won't happen that way. You won't be there to try and compete with their dad, and there are some stepdads that does that. They try to compete and do for all these kids, like spoil them, do things that their dad wouldn't do.
right,
Like I saw a video the other day, I think it was a TikTok. Man in the store, he got his son with him. Son started picking up all these things that he want, all these snacks. And dad
right,
was like, I'm not buying all this stuff, man. Go put all that stuff back. Get one thing. And then when he was going to put it back, he ran to stepdad. He said, "Hey, stepdad." And stepdad said, "Oh, what you doing?" He was like, "I'm putting this back. My dad told me to get one thing." He was like, "Oh no, you can have it all. Go ahead." And then he even wanted to buy something for their biological dad.
Yeah,
Because you stepping in here and you feeling like spoiling these kids, getting them what they want, that is not always the answer. And a lot
right,
of people they buying their way, like people that buy their ways into relationships.
right.
So I'm sure he paying the mama bills. What if you have a struggling day? You can't do these things. Will you still be around if you're not any use to their personal needs?
I agree, and I think we look at that, and sometimes we don't even understand how hard it is for people to really, how they say, um, to be a stepdad to a child that really, it's like you being it's like you being a trick in a way. It's like no, I'm saying because like the stepdaddy sometimes is just the child looking, if you can't do nothing for me, get
Yeah,
on, get on out the way.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
kids start looking at you like that, like you don't do nothing for
Mhm.
me. You can't tell me what to do. See, and that's on the whole nother thing to that. If you're not doing, and that goes for the mama and the child, the way she gonna make that child sit down if she feel like you doing something for her,
Yep.
then she gonna say, "Don't you talk to him like that." He say, yeah, she gonna beat his tail when you leave. He paying
Yeah, he he
bills
he,
around.
he the man of the house.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a slippery slope.
Yeah,
You ain't
that's
think about it like that, did
well, no, I did. I gave that into consideration. That's why I'm telling you, some can work as a stepfather and some can't. But you got to understand the children that, whose life you're a part of and what type of children these are, what type of children these parents are raising. Whether
Right.
it be a girl or boy, whether it be you being a stepfather or a female being a stepmother, because there are instances where there are females being stepmothers,
And
and
that's
these
what I
baby
want to hear.
mamas, they
How
ain't
hard
going.
how hard is it to be a stepmother?
It's hard, especially if the child is old. This child will go against you on a lot of things. No respect at all.
Will
They
lie
want to.
to you, will tell you anything to try to break it up.
Yep.
I mean, these kids, man, they smart. I mean,
Yes.
and they know how devious to be.
Yep. And
I
that's so
mean,
true.
because they, I'm gonna tell you, I learned a lot about the child up the street from me. Just seeing a child at the age of 7, I felt like I was talking to a grown up. I, I mean, it's times that I was talking to the dude and I was saying, man, you almost like, man, we need to go out to the club or something. I'm like, this dude is 7 years old.
Oh wow.
No, I'm just saying because
But he knew that much.
he was talking so mature that I was in wow, just
Really?
talking to him. I mean, the man did this one time. One time, the man, I was, I ran up on him or something. You know how you go up on him quick, and he bagged up. He said, "Hey, man," and he raised up his shirt and he showed me his little 6 shooter, his little cap gun. Said, "Man, don't be riding, rolling up on me like that, man."
Are you
Just like that,
serious?
just like that, and I was like. You know how you want to laugh and you don't want to laugh. You like, is it really funny or is it? You know, I mean, it was like it's a whole different kind of spectrum when you look at, you know what I'm saying, just dealing with a child.
But that's what it is. He's mimicking, somebody. He's acting like what he sees.
Yeah,
Because where you gonna be learning that from? Like, hey, don't roll up on me. Show
man.
you. See.
Don't forget to like and share. It don't cost nothing to like and share.
Uh,
Tell you now. I mean, I used to be like, man, I just don't know. Cause
mm.
these kids be bad.
Listen. Okay, what?
See, kids think they smarter than you.
Okay, what?
You remember how that child went viral?
Right.
Kids think that I'm talking about this a child look like a baby talking about listen to me. Listen to
Right.
me. Just listen for a minute. And he was saying stuff and you would listen to him like he is actually trying to convince her or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah.
These kids are too smart. And you just can't, I mean, you just can't run the game is over. Game running is over
As far as what?
on a child.
Oh.
You can't fool a child no more. I mean, you got to think about it. Children don't really believe in Christmas like that. They know they mamas and daddies the one buying their toys and all that. It's a woke world,
hmm
and it's different. It's not the same as it used to be at all. We thought it was a little same, but it ain't the same as it used to be at all.
hmm
Yep,
That's something serious.
yep.
So tell me, as a man perspective, what do
Mm.
you think about being a step dad? So are you seriously and honestly saying if it doesn't start with the child young, it isn't something that you would consider as a man? And if not, then why?
I mean, it's just I'm telling you, it's too hard. It's just about like it used to then be this hard to be a stepdad. I declare you, I don't think it was ever this hard. I listen to dudes. I mostly all dudes these days stand with a, uh, baby mom or whatever, whatever. They working it out because
Mhm.
it's not the same. It's not the same. I
Yeah.
mean, people are actually. I'm gonna tell you what really woke a lot of people up. The pandemic. The pandemic brought people back together and realized that you really ain't got all this here. You really can't run the streets like that because social media catch up with you. Sooner
hmm
or later, you'll be caught in the club on a photo or somewhere that you ain't got no business. You know what I'm saying? It just I mean they got all these different groups that they made to catch people messing up and doing all that. I mean, it's just hard to be with all that being said, why okay, why be a why be a stepdaddy when there's no benefit?
No benefits.
Yeah. Like say, what's your reason? Okay, we're gonna flip it around. Say a man and he say he got his kids that stay with him, right?
hmm
He got 3 children stay with him. Do that look advertise? You know, you know,
Advertising.
inviting to you to step into that that relation. You know, that kind of relationship where kids, say, got a 1 year old, a 5 year old, and a 7 year old. That seem inviting to step in that kind of relationship.
Well, no. Not from my perspective. If you're just asking me, no. A
But
lot of being involved with a lot of children, that isn't something that I'm okay with. But there are people that love children and they don't have a problem with how many children you have. But me, I have to consider myself. Like when I met this guy, he's a cool dude. We get along well. He's funny, ha ha ha, entertaining. We click, we bond, we have awesome time.
Right.
But then you get to know him. He got three baby moms. You got to deal with not just him, with the baby moms because baby moms don't let go like baby dads does.
And then they don't want you touching their children. They don't want you
Uh-uh.
holding
Don't
their
combing
children.
their hair. Don't take them no
Right,
bath.
right. Oh,
Don't buy them no clothes.
man. Yeah. Think about it though. But guess what? The same thing. Women wouldn't want to be in our shoes to flip it around, but they want men to be in their shoes, and it's worse because at least men, when they got their children, they kind of over it a little more than when a woman has her children and then she had to call in the reinforcements or the reinforcements just stop by. You got baby daddy that's just gonna stop by. The kids gonna call them back. I mean, and then, and I didn't even think about it like this here. You are in a polygamy relationship. Women
Mhm.
always talk about they don't believe in polygamy. That is polygamy. When you have two, three different relationships going on, that's a relationship. If you still are dealing with your baby daddy, he got a child by you, this and that. That's a relationship. You know what I'm
But,
saying?
but no, the polygamy part of it make it when you are in some type of mating situation. It's not
No,
just no, it's not just the people in your life. They say having more than one wife or husband.
yeah, but they ain't say nothing about sex. Having more, having different people in your what's name, different. This baby daddy here, and then this is baby daddy here, and you got a child by him, a child by that's a polygamy relationship. You got multiple. You
At
got
one time.
no, but you got multiple men that's consistent in your life. You can't get rid of these men. That's no, you see, it's different. Say if you sing and you get with a dude, and once y'all old with, it's old with. You can cut him off. You can't do that with a child. If you got a child by this man, you are connected to this man almost forever.
Okay.
You feel what
Look,
I'm saying?
but I understand polygamy, it includes marriage. This is not relationships. When you're not married to nobody, you're still single. Polygamy means marrying multiple people. Like monogamy is marriage consisting of only two parties.
Okay, just being in a relationship with two or more people?
I don't know about relationship, but you said
No,
polygamy.
I
That
said,
means marriage.
you sure?
You being in a relationship with two or more people, you being
Poly,
different here. You
poly,
being
poly
extra
mean
single.
poly mean multiple relationship kind of thing, don't it?
But
Polygamy.
poly, but
Look it up right quick.
we saying polygamy. It means marriage. That's marriage. It has nothing to do with a relationship like boyfriend girlfriend. Okay, now what am I looking up?
Polygamy or
Poly.
uh,
You want to know what the
poly.
prefix mean?
Right. But poly.
Okay, polysexual individuals are attracted. Poly prefix means many. That's what it
Right,
means. It
right.
means many, right? And polysexual individuals are attracted to people of multiple genders. People
Okay.
who identify themselves as polysexual often use that word because it suggests a greater variety of sexual orientations than than traditional gender binaries of male and female. So it's just saying for variety of sexual orientation. But if you're talking
Yeah.
about a baby dad, if you're not still sleeping with your baby dad and you have a new man in your life, I
But you
wouldn't
know
call
what?
that
I think they call it a poly just because you had sex with them. Because No, I'm saying monogamous relationship is when
Well, if that's the
it's
case,
really when you
everybody
supposed
has
to
had many.
right, but I'm saying it's supposed to be when you and that's when you just you go, marriage was meant to be she a virgin, you get her and y'all go off and y'all get married. That's what marriage was back then.
Mm-hmm.
Now when you getting married and let me see, okay, somebody wrote it up there. Let me look.
That's what I said, Tanisha, is having more than one wife or husband at the same time. So that's why I said
Okay,
polygamy
but
cannot be. I was explaining to you that you can't say that if you're not married
no, I'm
to.
saying what is the definition of just having more like somebody dating three women living with three women at the same time, living with them. That's called like a poly relationship. Was a poly relationship? What is that called? No, I'm saying what is that?
I don't know. Let me see.
I'm gonna get down to the bottom of that.
Polyamory is the form of consensual non-monogamy with emotionally intimate relationships among multiple people that can be a sexual and or romantic partner. It's polyamory.
Okay. I knew it was something almost close to it
Hmm.
because I be listen.
I was thinking the same thing.
Nah,
Call him Big Daddy. That's what he is.
they said what it is.
That's just what it is. Well, one time they used to say something was called a throuple, like a couple, but it was like throuple. It's a relationship between three people who have all unanimously agreed to be in a romantic, loving relationship. So it's not a couple; it's a throuple.
You just
Throuple.
oh you just googled that up too.
Mm-hmm.
A throuple.
A throuple, throuple, is a relationship between three people who have all anonymously agreed to be in a romantic, loving relationship together with the consent of all people involved.
So what is a two relationship? What is the two relationship
But
then?
just having two women, that would be the
The
polyamory.
boyfriend, this guy, wife and girlfriend.
Oh Lord, that's
No,
what it is. It's called you and the side piece, the wife, you and the side piece,
they call the Pokey Bear.
the pokey bear.
I left home. Oh,
Mm,
oh
I
Lord.
miss. Yeah, we'll call that the pokey bear.
Yeah. I'm just saying that. But it's hard. It's hard. I don't even think like stepdaddies these days are detached from the children's kind of like a
What do
lot of
you
step it's according on when he come into life. If he comes into life and the child is already a little grown, I guess he probably can say a couple of things, but usually he detached because usually she ain't gonna let him say nothing. Really, he don't even live life right. It feel like he being pushed around or something like that
what do you mean?
because he usually in a bad situation. A man, if he comes into a later life and the kids are older, a lot of the kids don't want a new man in the house or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it gonna come off different. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. So It's crazy.
It's called the life we live.
You said it's called what?
The life we live.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I wish. Look, I wish I wish it was better, but I don't know. I don't know because I think. I think. I think it's not getting better. I think it's actually not. Not getting better. I think right now more people are staying together with their with the baby daddy. I think the younger generation learning that it's hard out here, to be by yourself, and to raise a child.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just think it's way rougher than it used to be.
I agree.
You know? Do you have any more points on this?
I don't. Because hey, it's a learning experience. We all need to know. We learning as females. We need to know what the men think. So when we out here thinking we trying to get us a stepdaddy for our kids, these men think like, I don't want to be your child's stepdad.
Yeah,
We gotta know what things to do and not to do. To make the man feel okay to be a part of your life and your child.
yeah. I just don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. How, I don't know what to say, cause it didn't get to the point that I think a lot of stuff will be changing this next year or two on how things are. I don't think like right now a lot of men it's a little silent war that's going on between men and women
Hmm.
and and the kids in the middle of it. And I mean, the kids on mama's side. So
Majority of the time. But when mama's wrong these days, these kids will let her know. But I know one thing. You have to remember that raising someone else's kids, it can be very, very hard. But what is most important is that you can talk with your partner and express your frustration. Just come to some conclusion. Not that anyone is being the blame, so that you can, solve the issue or the problem together. Because even if it doesn't work with you, it may be somebody else that it probably can help later.
yeah, I just think yeah, I think these days stepdad is I might be going out of style.
Stepdaddy, how is that going to be when women are children?
See,
We are
I think
forever.
I think a lot of ladies don't even deal with a lot of men in the house like that no more. It's stronger women that now they deal with a certain type of man, and if they deal with them, let me see. She said the boys are always on their daddy's side. Yeah, their original daddy, yes, they always on their daddy's side.
Some
I
be on their stepdad side.
and Shaq, that's about it. Um, she said some stepdads play an important role in child life, especially if the biological dad not there. And that's what I was saying in the beginning. I think if the biological daddy is not there,
It makes a difference.
it makes a difference and it's better on the stepdad. And I think the stepdad will try to stay around and what's name. But I think if if it's made where he feel like he don't have no kind of power,
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll walk up out of there.
Yep. You know, with enough patience and time, a relationship with your stepkids will follow. You know, just don't give up. If the love is strong and you are willing to work towards this, if this is something you want, you can handle any turbulence that the stepkids bring your way.
Yeah.
Because it may help the mother or the father in the long run. Maybe it's something they didn't even realize that they were doing until you call it out. You know, but you have to have a person that's willing to work with you and to listen to you and compromise. We don't have that. We have a lot of people. I'm independent. This is my house. I run this.
I think you have to have a lady that I think anytime that you go in a situation, you you have to have a lady that's willing to say, throw her hands up and say, "Come on, hey, get the house right."
Right.
And if she,
Cultivator.
yeah,
Cultivator.
if she ain't really letting him come in and do it like that, it gonna be a kind of rough. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? She got to have that kind of open heart to say, "Come and try to straighten this out." I don't know.
Right, cultivate. And that's what the man's supposed to do anyway. He needs to cultivate the woman. And a lot of times if you work on the woman, it trickles down to the children. Oh, we need to start doing this. This is how we're gonna do this. You the head of the house right now until stepdad get all the way in there. He's saying we
Well,
need to do it this way, so we need to do it this way. You know what I'm saying?
I found a wonderful video, and I just want folks to it's on my page, and it's about some women. It say where the title is saying some women are not worthy of protection. How women can help can can protect men, and what they saying in that is, I think they saying like what women wear out. You know, like if they wear clothes that's showing too much around a man and this and that. And what they saying is sometimes you can be with your man and you can put your man in a certain level of danger because they will probably respect your man while he holding your hand on this and that. But what about you going to the bathroom, you at a club or something like that, and a man just see you half naked going to the club by yourself, and he go and he try to holler at you, this and that, and you can be getting him into some trouble that he can't even he didn't see coming. You know what I'm saying? And it's also a way she was also talking about how talking to him a certain way in public. That's a nice video to watch, and I think people have to get back to respecting a man. If you want a man to protect you, you got to start respecting a man again because one day you going because the same man that you want that you gonna want to protect you, he gonna have to protect you from another man.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Most men that y'all asking for protection from gonna be protecting you from another man.
Yeah.
So I think we have to, go in, and that's just something I wanted to say on that behalf because that was a nice video, and I really did like it, and I was like, wow.
Mm. Gotta check it out.
Hmm. Yeah, but what else you got for us?
That's it.
Because
We understand. We have to
cause
be a little mindful.
how they say it might be that time to get up out of here. The game is on. Yeah, game on tonight. I think the game is on tonight. And I just want y'all to listen. Just listen.
Okay, what?
Cause it's hard being a stepdad. And I need everybody to know
Okay,
this.
what?
I need everybody to know this. And this is Hood Talk, and we are here every week at 8 o'clock until we get tired. Okay, we got something going on. But yeah, this is Mr. Know It All and Miss Bella.
All right.
Um, and I guess it's just one of them days. It's just one of them days.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to hopefully we can get out here a little early because people have to work tomorrow. People have to work tomorrow. This is not a good little what she said about the hold on.
She said, "What if they had a stepdad like Bing Rames off of the movie Baby Boy?" He'll
Right.
be
I
tough.
mean, that's what I was
People
saying
don't like that.
hold on, what I told you in the first place. You
Yeah.
almost had to get a gangster or somebody that's really they picking people that they feel like they can handle their
Mm-hmm.
child or them or the baby daddy or
Right.
whoever. I mean, it's just that bad.
Mm-mm.
But good night, y'all, Kimberly and Miss Chisholm and Tasha and Kimberly and all these folks. We're gonna see y'all next Tuesday because it is time to get out of here. I am. It's one of them days. It's just one of them days. Just want to say, ow, and how they do it. And good night, y'all.
Good
And
night, everybody.
next week, next Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Oh yeah. Yeah. See you later.
All right.